are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. This is my Oprah moment. I'm not sharing anything, but you're welcome. My name is Oge, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited to have you guys here. So today we'll be talking about organizing your to-do list. In this fast-paced world now where we have too many things to get done every day, it's very important to have a to-do list. That way you can improve your productivity and keep track of what you're doing at different times. 2 years ago, I wasn't so big on to-do lists. I usually just wake up in the morning and make a mental note of the things I need to get done and just go on with my day. Then early last year, I had a new boss, a new head of department, Mr. Ozo, and he always be like, "Okay, you have to write down things. Make sure you have things in a list so that you can always keep track of what you're doing. That way you can be more productive." And at the time, I used to be like, "This man is stressing me out." But if you know me, I do a lot of multitasking, and it only makes sense to have a system, a schedule that keeps track of everything that I'm doing so I can be really more productive. So now I have repented. Mr. Uso. So just in case he's watching this, I've repented, guys. So now I have a list, I have a system that helps me keep track of what I need to get done and when I need to get them done. And that's what we're talking about today. How to organize your to-do list. So my number one tip would be to choose the method that works best for you. Decide on the method that works best for you. There's so many ways people put together a to-do list. Some people put together their list using notebooks, pads, planners, calendars, and the tech-savvy ones make use of apps. Really depends on what works best for you. A lot of apps out there that are very useful, that have proved to be really useful for to-do list. Apps like Trello, like Todoist, like Tododo, ProofHub, Google Task. There's so many apps really. In my blog, if you're not subscribed to my blog, please head over to my blog and also read on the blog. On the blog, I'll be making a list as much as I can of apps that you can use for putting together your to-do list. There are some apps that helps you personally. You just use it for yourself to organize your own tasks, your own list. While some other tasks gives room to add members. So if you're working like in a team, you can share the space. So you can add members to it and you guys can keep track of what you're doing in the same space. For example, Trello does. I installed Trello not so long ago and it's been fantastic. Trello has that feature to add members and you guys can work in a team. So for me, I use both. I do both ways. I use both my notebook. I use my notebook as well as the app. So I combine both of them to help keep track of what I need to do. I like this notebook because I can easily write down all the things I need to do randomly, my random thoughts and stuff. So I really can get over a hardcover book. But you need to choose what works best for you. The next tip would be to make the list. You need to make a list of everything that you need to get done. Everything, the small things, the big things. Compile every activity together in your list. Next would be to organize the list. Organizing the list would mean you're having this list in sections. You have personal things, work things, for your students, school work. Have the list organized. So at one glance at your list, you know what is where and what needs to be done at different times. Next will be to prioritize it. Prioritizing the list would mean you're giving importance to different things on the list. So some things will be done first before the other. A lot of people will say deal with the most difficult things first. That's fantastic because by the time you're doing the easy ones, once you've gotten to the difficult ones, you're probably already tired, or you might not be able to finish the things in the list, and then you find that the really difficult things were not done. Then you move it to the next day, you're having a difficult task to deal with in addition to the already difficult task for the next day. However, some other people also deal with the most important tasks first. For me, I do usually like to deal with the most important tasks first. But like I said earlier, figure out what works best for you. put in the big stones first before the pebbles and sand. For different people is different. The big stones are different. The big stones for me might be dealing with the most important things. The big stone for another person might be dealing with the most difficult things. So work with what works best for you. Deal with the most important things first and then walk down the ladder that way. This way, even if you don't get to finish what's on your list by the next by the next day, what you have, the carryover activity from the previous day, won't be so crazy. So it's very important to have these priorities. Super important. The next tip would be to have your list handy. I mean, it's easy to carry around a simple small book like this on your phone or tablet. It's easy to have it around. So every time, wherever it is, you can easily check things out of your list. When things are done, you can easily check them out. It's really important to have it handy. Don't make a list and keep it in the house, and then it's just be like having something at the back of your mind, and there's no place to actually mark out things that you have done. So it's very important to have a list that you can move around with. That's why I like to tell this my book. Some people might be okay with having a big book and all. It's a preference actually. I prefer to have a very small book because I get tired of the big book. Sometimes I don't move around with my handbag or my school bag. I can just have a purse in it. Yeah, I just have a purse and I can have this in it. So choose what works for you and have something that you can move around with, irrespective of the size that it comes in. The next tip would be to use the list. I mean, what's the point in making a list if you're not going to use it anyway? Use the list, guys. A lot of us make a list and then we just keep it in the house. We don't use it. We just make a list just to feel righteousness of making a list. If you make a list, use the list. Move around with it. Tick out things that you do as the day goes. Keep track of what you're actually doing. Don't go deviating and be doing other amebo things or doing other small things on the side. Use the list. Keep track of what you need to do. Of course, from time to time, you should in the list, of course, indicate time for taking out time to rest and some breaks and all. But use the list, guys. Use the list. Is really important. As an extra something to add, I say don't beat yourself up when you don't get everything done in your list. Sometimes you might not finish everything in your list, but still bear in mind that when you don't finish things in the list, you move this list, the extra activities, to the next day and have them done first before any other thing in the new list. That way you can keep being productive and achieve so much more. That is it, guys. These are my tips for organizing your to-do list. Please, if you have any questions or you have comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get to them as much as I can. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button, click the notification button so you can be notified on every new video that gets out. Thank you very much for being with me today. Do have a fantastic day, guys. Bye.